Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. This is Yoel Kortic, Senior Librarian at Ex Libris, and today we're going to be discussing support for split coverage in the Portfolio Loader and the Portfolio Export. This is a new feature for September 2022. The link to this PowerPoint presentation can be found in the description of this YouTube video. Here today, we will be looking very briefly at this PowerPoint presentation. We will be looking primarily inside a live Alma. So what will we be looking at today? We'll be looking at two different ways of exporting the portfolios. One way will be via the extended report in the electronic service editor. Then it will be via the job export electronic portfolios. Then we'll be looking at importing portfolios with split coverage in the electronic service editor using a KBART file. Let's go into Alma now, and let's first define what exactly do we mean when we say split coverage. So I happen to have a journal in front of me here. This is the International Journal of Engineering Business Management. And International Journal of Engineering Business Management we see here. And in the coverage tab, we have from 1971, Volume 1 to 1993, Volume 23. Then we have another line from year 1997, Volume 27, to year 2017, Volume 47. We also have another example here, which is the International Journal of Library Management. Also has split coverage, meaning there are multiple rows for the coverage. So if we come into this portfolio here, International Journal of Library Management, and we edit this portfolio, and we go to the coverage tab, we'll see here as well that we have multiple rows. Both of these journals, by the way, are part of an electronic collection called InTech Journals Free. We're going to be going into that electronic collection in order to run the service editor. So we'll go now to the coverage tab, and we see here, again, two rows. In this case, it's from 1998, Volume 28 to 2018, Volume 48. Another row with 1972, Volume 2 to 1994, Volume 24. So now we're going to go to the service editor for this electronic collection. This electronic collection, as we stated, InTech Journals Free. There's many different ways to get to the electronic service editor. We will actually do it by going view the full text service. And we'll go to the portfolios tab here. So inside this portfolios tab is where we can export. This is one way to export. We'll also be looking at the job very soon. So we'll come to the export and we'll come to the extended report. And that just exported here InTech Journals Free Portfolios with a parentheses 3. Let's take a look at that. And here we go. So what do we got here? We have one of our journals here. Right here we see two rows for the same ISSN, and we have another one here. Let's take a look at both of these. We'll scroll over. So this is our first example, the International Journal of Engineering Business Management. We've got two rows because there's one row per coverage. So here we've got the 1971 to 1993, as well as the 1997 to 2017, each row also stating from volume into volume. We've also got our example that we looked at for the International Journal of Library Management. Again, two rows. Here it is, the International Journal of Library Management from 1998 to 2018, which is volume 28 to 48. And then we have 1972 to 1994, volume 2 to volume 24. So we have multiple rows, one row for each of the coverage. So we see, in summary, that we are able to export the portfolios and include all of the coverage, not only the first line, when we're exporting via the extended report. Let's now also look at an example when we are exporting the portfolios via the job export electronic portfolios. So to run that job, we will need a set to run, a set to export. So let's do portfolios with electronic collection in Tech Journals Free, because that's the electronic collection that both of these examples are in. Here's our 8 portfolios. We will save this query, and I will call this video about split coverage in portfolios. So we'll be sure this is the one we just made now. I will make this not private and active. That, of course, is not relevant for the split coverage. That's just so anyone will be able to use this set. And now we have our set. So we'll go to the job, admin, run a job. We'll filter here by export. And we'll say we want to do export electronic portfolios. Let me close the 2 examples that I already had open in Excel, so we'll have a fresh example. Okay, export electronic portfolios next. Here's our set, video about split coverage in portfolios. Next. Let's send this out to a KBART. And let's put that in the institution folder. Again, sending it to which folder is not relevant for our purposes here, but that's where I want to send it. And next. And confirm everything, submit. So now we expect to see, when this job completes, we expect to see a file which will include all 8 portfolios, which are part of the electronic collection in Tech Journals Free. And we will have multiple rows for the 2 portfolios that have multiple coverage. Let's take a look. We'll go over to the History tab. And it's already done, completed successfully. And let's go to the report, which is one way we can get our output file. We'll download that file. And let's open it up. Here we are. And let's see what we got. Here's our example of International Journal of Business Management. Again, you can see the multiple rows here, 1971 Volume 1 to 1993 Volume 23, and then 1997 Volume 27 to 2017 Volume 47. Then we also have our other example here, International Journal of Library Management, from 1998, Volume 28 to 2018, Volume 48, and 1972, Volume 2 to 1994, Volume 24. So in summary, we have now exported the portfolios using the job export electronic portfolios, and in situations where there was multiple coverage, we see in the output file that we have a line for each coverage. Let's now take a look at importing a file which has multiple coverage. So here I've got an Excel file, which is actually a KBART file. This is KBART, and this is called the International Journal of Information Management. And it has 1972 Volume 2 to 1994 Volume 24. Let's even just change that a bit so we have something different than our other examples. This will be 1973 Volume 3 to 1995 Volume 25. And then we'll have 1999 Volume 29 to 2019 Volume 49. And we can close this now. So now we've saved our KBART file, and let's import it. Again, we're going to import from within the electronic service editor. Let's go to the electronic service editor. Let's search for electronic collections by electronic collection name in Tech Journals Free. Again, multiple ways to get to the electronic service editor. This time we'll go edit service from the action items. And we'll say portfolios. And we will load portfolios. Last time we did export with the extended report. This time we're doing load portfolios. Note that there are right now 8 portfolios in here. We're going to be loading the International Journal of Information Management. And load portfolios and KBART. We can also use an Excel, by the way, standard Excel format. And let's go choose that file. And here's our file right here. And we will say add local portfolios, validate online, everything's good, and next. And it says 1 portfolio will be activated out of 2 records in the file. Let's send this and then we'll talk about that. We have 1 portfolio. As we saw, it's the same title, same ISSN, same identifier. And there's 2 records because there's a record for each of the coverages, and we had 2 separate coverages. Let's go see how that job is doing. Admin monitor jobs. And it's queued, so it's running right now. And once that job completes, first of all, we're going to see 9 portfolios instead of 8. And we will see that that portfolio has been added with multiple coverage. So let's just wait one moment. Oh, it looks like it's already done. Over to the History tab. Yes, it's done. Let's go take a look at this collection again. And now we have 9 portfolios. You recall a moment ago we had 8 portfolios. Here's what we added now. Creation date today at 12:33, which is my local time. International Journal of Information Management. We can already see the multiple coverages here. One is available from 1999, volume 29, until 2019, volume 49. One is available from 1973, volume 3, until 1995, volume 25. Let's go take a look one more time just to confirm that's what we had here. Again, 1973, volume 3 to 1995, volume 25. Back to Alma, that's what we've got here. And then here in Alma, it states 1999, volume 29 to 2019, volume 49. And that's this one right here. So that's our multiple coverages. But let's go into the electronic portfolio editor and see this as well. International Journal of Information Management and coverage. And there we are. So thanks everybody for joining us, and we hope to see you in all of the rest of our sessions. Have a nice day.